Question 6, November 2021, grade 11 maths paper 1. So let's have a look at, it was a hyperbola. It was a function question with a hyperbola in it. Is divided into 8 questions from 6.1 up until 6.8. I am Gaston Mapala. Please make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. We'll do everything and anything to assist you when it comes to mathematics. All right, so now let's have a look at 6.1. 6.1, it says here, calculate the value of k if k is to such that, and it's a point on f. So basically what they're saying to us, they are saying when y is equals to 2, so what is k? So x in this case is equals to k, so we need to substitute it into our equation and find out what will be the value of x. All right, so therefore let's come here and say, okay, y is equals to 2, so therefore it's going to be 2 is equals to 3 over x plus 2 negative 1. All right, so therefore we need to take 1 to that side. If we take 1 to that side, it's going to be 1 plus 2 is equals to 3 all over x plus 2. So therefore there you're going to have 3 there. Going to have 3 is equals to 3 all over x plus 2. Therefore we can do cross multiplication. If we do cross multiplication, we're going to have 3x plus 2 is equals to 3. You can either multiply out by 3 or you can divide by 3 straight away, whichever way it works, guys. I'm going to divide by 3 to make life easy. Divided by 3, there you go, you're going to have x plus 2. 3 divided by 3 is going to give us 1. Therefore x is equals to 1 minus 2, which gives us x is equals to negative 1. So therefore, having that in mind, x is equals to negative 1, so therefore x is also equals to k. So you can say, therefore you can tell the examiner that therefore k is equals to negative 1. All right, okay, let's come here. 6.2 says write down the equation of the horizontal and the vertical asymptotes. Equation, we already know that this is our asymptotes, which is the vertical. Therefore this is the horizontal asymptote, which is the y value. So therefore we are gonna come here and say, okay, y is equals to minus 1 rather. It's not positive 1. Okay, minus 1. Okay, and therefore x is equals to negative 2. Those will be the lines of asymptotes. All right, so therefore 6.3, it says here, write down the y-intercept. Okay, 6.3, we're gonna come here, said y-inter. We get y-intercept when x is equals to 0. So we are gonna come here into our equation, put f of x is equals to 0, 0 plus 2 minus 1. Put this in our calculator. We should be able to get an answer of, please let me know what you get, guys. If you get a different answer, let me know. Maybe I'm the one who made a mistake here. I'm getting a half. Therefore they said coordinates, therefore we should put them here 0. No, this is what, this is y-intercept. Okay, yeah, x is 0 and then it's half. All right, so we're gonna have x-inter. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, that's our coordinates there. 6.3. 6.4, it says determine the coordinates of the x-intercept. We get x-intercept when y is equals to 0. Okay, I hope you guys are following. I hope I didn't confuse you there. I skipped a step a little bit. All right, so our y is equals to 0, so it's going to be 0 is equal to 3 rather, all over x plus 2 is minus 1. Okay, now we need to find the x value. We need to find the x. We're gonna take 1 to the other side, which is going to give us 1 is equals to 3 all over x plus 2. Then we're gonna do the cross multiplication. Cross multiply here. We're gonna have x plus 2 is equal to 3. Therefore, take the 2 to that side. We're taking 2 this side. Therefore, x is going to be equals to 3 minus 2, which gives us x is equals to 1. Therefore, we write our coordinates is going to be 1 is to 0. All right, and we would get full marks there, right? Okay, moving right along, let's move to 6.5. 6.5, it says sketch the graph of f, clearly show all the asymptote and also all the intercept. All right, so I'm just gonna put the equation here. F of x is equals to 3 over x plus 2 minus 1. We calculated the y-intercept. It was given to us by 0.1 over 2. And therefore, our x-intercept, it was 1 is to 0. Lines of asymptote x, x is equals to minus 2 and y is equals to negative 1. All right. So now let's come here and draw our sketch, or our graph rather. There you go. There's our line there. Sorry guys, I don't have a ruler. I'm trying my best to make a straight line there. Okay, let's have a look at minus 2x. Minus 2x is right here. So negative 2x is our line of asymptote. Let's put it there. There you go, negative 2x. And what else? Negative 1. Let's negative 1y. So negative 1y is going to be there. Let's see, there you go. Right, now I think let's sketch the graph now. Okay, let's have a look at y-intercept. Let's assume that this is 1 here. So y-intercept would be there, which is half. And therefore, our x-intercept would be 1. 1 is there. There you go. Okay, now I think it's time we are ready to draw the graph. There's nothing that is missing there. We're going to use a different color to draw this graph. Let's use green. Okay, there is our intercept there with green. There is another intercept there. So our graph would start from here. Okay, it's not a straight line. Why am I drawing a straight line? Oh, this maths. There you go. There you go. All right, great stuff. There you go. Won't touch. It won't touch there. I know I did touch a little bit there, but it's not going to touch, and therefore the other part of the graph would also be here as well. And that's our hyperbola f of x there. We can just tell the examiner that we know that this is f of x. All right. Okay, great stuff. Moving right along, let's move to 6.6. All right, 6.6. I hope you guys understood how we drew the graph there. There's only four things that you need later: the lines of asymptotes, which is the x and y, and then also y-intercept and x-intercept. Then you are ready to draw the graph. Okay, moving right along, let's have a look at. It says one of the axes of symmetry of f has a negative gradient. Here we go again. I think we did this question in 2020 paper. It was there. They love this. Determine the equation of the axis of symmetry. Okay, we did say that if you have if they say negative gradient, you must just come here and say your gradient will be -1, and therefore your points will be the lines of asymptote, which is in this case is -2 and -1. So therefore we said we're going to apply the equation that we did this equation in analytical geometry on how you can get the equation of a straight line. There's many ways to do this, guys. You can also use this one as well. Y is equals to mx plus c, but I personally prefer using this one because I don't have to worry about looking for c. All right, let's go ahead to y, substitute -1. Our gradient is -1. X is going to be minus into -2. Don't forget the minuses, guys. And then therefore let's simplify here. +1 algebra. Okay, -1 is going to be x plus 2. We'll remove the bracket here now. Let's go ahead. It's going to be minus x, -1 times +2, -2, y plus 1. Therefore, I'm going to take y to the y1 to the that side. Therefore, our answer would be y is equals to negative x minus 2 minus 1. Therefore, our answer is going to be negative x minus 3. And that's how you would deal with a question like this one. This would be the equation of axis of symmetry. Okay, moving right along. Let's come here. 6.8. Oh god, we're from 6.6. I think I skipped 6.7, but it's not a train smash. Okay, let's continue here, guys. The graph of f is transformed by a reflection over the x-axis followed by a translation of 4 units in the positive x direction. Determine the equation of the graph in its simplest form. Okay, basically what they did, they moved the graph, so they want us to give them the equation. Okay, let's write f of x, the original equation of f of x before it was moved. Okay, f of x initially, it was 3 all over x plus 2, okay, minus 1. Okay, so I'm gonna need you guys to listen very carefully. All right, the first statement says is transformed by a reflection over the x-axis. You see this part of saying over the x-axis. Remember our function, where was our function sitting? Our function, it was on the positive side of the axis. So now when they say over, what you need to do is just to multiply your y, multiply everything by a negative. Okay, that's the first statement. Multiply everything by a negative 1. Okay, so now what you're gonna do, we're gonna multiply everything here on our equation by negative 1. So f of x is going to be equals to, when you multiply by a negative 1 there, it's just going to be negative 3 all over x plus 2 minus 1. Okay, so that's what we did. We already multiplied with a negative 1 here, but there's another transformation that was done here. They said translation 4 units in the positive direction. All right, so when they say 4 units in the positive direction, it means, okay, it means, remember this x value here, okay, is as good when you say, when I say what is the line of asymptotes, you're going to say negative. So now with x, it when you're doing a transformation of moving the graph, okay, when I say to the right, to the left, positive direction, to the 4 units in the positive x direction. So what does this mean? This means that basically what you're doing, you have subtracted 4 units from the x value. So which is, in this case, the x value would be the one at the bottom where there's x here. So it's going to say x plus 4 minus 4 units minus 1. Therefore our new equation is going to be given by minus 3 all over x minus 2 minus 1. And that's how you would deal with this transformation. I know in 2002 they in 2022 rather, in 2022 they basically ask us about the transformation. In this case, they give us the transformation and they ask us the equation. Last time they gave us the equation and ask us what was the transformation that was done. So you need to be really careful with questions like these ones, guys. If you don't understand, please leave a comment in the comment section below or reach out on me on my WhatsApp number. I will assist you one-on-one, or you can be a group of 5 or 10 students. I really don't mind. I'm here for you guys to assist you. Remember, the purpose of this channel is for us to practice together. Where we make mistake, we learn from them and we do as many examples as possible. I am Gaston Mapala. See you on the next upload where we'll be doing question 6 November 2020.